Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to a very special edition of True North Baseball Live, presented by our incredible sponsors supporting Titan Baseball all season long. We're coming to you live this week from Jose Milton Field as the Titans prepare for the biggest game in school history. Next Monday, May 19th, the Titans travel to Hammond Stadium in Fort Myers, Florida for the FHSAA Class 2A state semifinal, and Javi just one win away from playing for a state championship on Tuesday night. I'm Chad Orta alongside my partner Javier Perez, and throughout this show we're taking you inside the dugout, inside the practices, and inside the mindset of this team with exclusive interviews from the players and coaches who helped build this incredible postseason run. Today you'll hear from Jaden Cedeno, Evan Alexander, Mikey Cuenca, Carlos Victorero, and Will Foss. We'll talk about the playoff journey, the chemistry inside this clubhouse, the pressure of the state tournament, and what it will mean to bring home the first state championship to True North. This isn't just another baseball team. There's a group that has battled through one of the toughest schedules in South Florida, won 8 straight games entering the Final Four, and continues to prove they belong on the biggest stage in the state of Florida.
Before we continue today's state tournament special, we want to take a moment to recognize the incredible businesses and community partners who continue to support True North Baseball, our student athletes, and everything we do here at True North Baseball Live. These are the people and organizations investing in our players, our families, our school community, and helping make this unforgettable postseason run possible. A very special thank you to Brimstone Woodfire Grill, delivering one of the premier dining experiences in South Florida. From incredible food and atmosphere to outstanding hospitality, Brimstone continues bringing families, friends, and communities together one table at a time. Whether it's a celebration dinner after a big win or a night out with family, Brimstone Woodfire Grill continues to set the standard for excellence. A huge thank you as well to McDonald's, proudly supporting our Titans all season long. From early mornings before school to post-game meals after long road trips, they continue serving our community, our students, and our families with consistency, care, and support. We truly appreciate everything they do for Titans baseball. We are proud to partner with each and every one of these incredible businesses and organizations. Their support allows us to continue showcasing our student athletes, promoting high school baseball, and bringing True North Baseball Live to our community all season long. From everyone here at True North Baseball Live and Titan Baseball, thank you for believing in our players. Thank you for supporting our program. And thank you for being part of this historic journey to the state semifinals in Fort Myers.
That's right, Chad. The Titans are headed to Fort Myers for the FHS AA 2-class state semifinal, where they'll face one of the top programs remaining in the state of Florida, the Berkeley Prep Buccaneers out of Tampa. Berkeley Prep comes into this matchup with a 27-6 record and one of the more explosive offenses in Class 2A. Chad, when you look at this team, Berkeley Prep, statistically, this is a very, very balanced baseball team. They're hitting close to 400 as a team with an on-base percentage over 500, and they've consistently put pressure on teams offensively throughout the postseason. One of the table setters in this lineup is junior infielder Lucas Ferrar. He leads Berkeley Prep in on-base percentage and seems to be the guy that consistently finds ways to get things done in this lineup. Senior Carson Bender has been one of their most consistent hitters all season. He's batting over 370 and gives them the experience that they need to and leadership behind the plate. And there's also Jed Walters. This may be one of the biggest names in their lineup statistically. Walters is hitting over 340, one of the team leaders in on-base percentage and leading Berkeley Prep in home runs. He's the type of hitter that can change a game with one swing of the bat, Chad. Another major contributor is Parker Mitzel, who's batting around 350 and has also shown power to all fields. Josh Herman is another dangerous bat in this lineup with multiple home runs this season and the ability to drive in runs in big spots. This Berkeley Prep team doesn't beat itself. They hit, They put pressure on the base path, and they've been dominant during the postseason, including several digit playoff wins. But Chad, here's what makes this matchup, it's fascinating. It makes it fascinating, okay? True North has faced elite competition all year long in South Florida, and this Titans pitching staff has continued to answer the bell in big moments. So now the question becomes, can Berkeley Prep handle the pressure and emotion and that True North brings to the field every single night? When we come back, we'll continue our state tournament coverage with exclusive interviews from inside the Titans dugout as the countdown to Fort Myers officially begins.
Before we continue today's state tournament special, we want to take a moment to recognize the incredible businesses and community partners who continue to support True North Baseball, our student athletes, and everything we do here on True North Baseball Live. These are the people and organizations investing into our players, our families, our school community, and helping make this unforgettable postseason run possible. A huge thank you to All Star Exteriors for helping transform outdoor spaces across our community with creativity, quality, and craftsmanship. From turf to pavers to custom exterior work, All Star Exteriors continues delivering beautiful results for families throughout South Florida. To Modern Med Centers, thank you for your commitment to health, wellness, recovery, and helping people become the best versions of themselves. Your investment in athletes and community wellness perfectly reflects the culture of hard work and growth we value here at True North.
Welcome back to True North Baseball Live. Titans fans, we got the head coach, Adrian Nieto, with us. Coach Nieto, thank you for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
Welcome.
Thank you.
Coach, as we're getting ready for Game 1 on Monday at 1 p.m., when you look at this group in this postseason run, what has made this team different from previous teams you have coached in the past?
It's plain and simple. I think it's just complete buy-in from top to bottom. You know, everybody understanding what the role is in the team and doing it to the best of their abilities. And even though there's moments where they don't, do their role, they just still stick to it. They don't deviate from the plan. Especially lately, man. I just haven't seen the run that we've had last couple of weeks. Just the hitters, that they are controlling the at-bats, they're controlling the strike zone. And I think it starts in the cage. Literally, the work we're just doing right now, maintaining the ball off the top of the cage, barrel out in front, and I think all the kids from 1 through 9 I bought into that for sure.
Coach Nieto, we were sitting down sometime in the fall. I don't remember exactly when, but sometime around November, December, and we started talking, looking at the schedule, this year's schedule, and you've always played a tough schedule, very difficult schedule. But when we sat down that day, we looked at it, and I said, man, you're playing an extremely difficult schedule, and it has been. How has this schedule helped you guys get prepared and gotten you here?
Well, I told the Herald the other day that basically you get 25 pop quizzes, So I think if you make the pop quizzes, easy, then basically when the playoffs come, and it's going to be hard. So you want to be battle tested for when it really matters. You know this from coaching experience. If you don't test these guys, then you don't know what you have when you're going to be a playoff run. So you don't want to get tested late in the season because one game and you're done. You want to be tested throughout the year, and you know what you have and where you can plug guys in certain situations, for your team.
Coach, this team seems incredibly connected emotionally. How intentional has the coaching staff been in building the culture inside this program?
I think this year, honestly, has been easier. For the simple fact that we have guys that have been with us in 7th grade.
Correct.
So they know what it takes. Obviously the next wave we have coming up have been together since 6th grade. So that helps. I think that that's what builds a culture, And culture at the end of the day is just consistency, And it starts at a young age. The sooner they get into the program, the easier it is, honestly. So you know what to expect from the program, from the coaches, and what it's needed from you as a player and as a person.
Coach, Monday when you guys arrived to Hammond Stadium, Major League Ballpark, seats everywhere, different environment as far as the angles, things like that. What's your message going to be to the team to get them prepared, even though obviously we know they're prepared.
Right.
But at that moment, things change a lot, especially for
lights.
young men. What's that message going to be for the boys to make sure that they're locked in?
I mean, basically, you just tell them to soak it in for a little bit, look at your surroundings, enjoy it, and just snap out of it quickly because you're playing the game. The bases are still 60 feet, 90 feet. You got padded walls, but at the end of the day, this is what you work for. This is the moment you want. This is everything that you started in the fall to now. And just not get caught up in the moment. That day you're playing baseball. The ball is still around. The bat's the same. Bases, they're a little bit bigger one because we're using big bases, but it's still the same game. Don't get caught up in the moment. Do who you are. Be who you are, and keep doing what you're doing that got you there. Plain and simple.
Adrian, I spoke to you yesterday in practice, and we have some of the players here in front of us. How easy it is for them to have a coach like you, okay, where you don't expect them to go 3 for 3 every game, base hits after base hits. You prefer to go 0 for 3, move 3 runners, either a couple sac flies, and win the ball game instead of everybody going 3 for 3 and losing the game.
Yeah.
Can you tell our viewers as well as the players, the ones that are here and the ones that are coming up in this program, that it's not about the hits, it's not about going 3 for 3. It's a team game. Check your ego out at the door, okay? And what matters is wins, okay? Explain the process and tell everybody your philosophy as what do you expect?
First and foremost, I'm not going to require a kid to do something that I'm not capable of doing. If you look at my numbers, I never hit 1,000. I never had a 1,000 fielding percentage. At the end of the day, I think if you do what's right, you have the right intent, and your best interest is the team and what it takes for the team to win, then obviously you could have, in the box score, it says 0 for 3, but in the box score, it could also say, now also with the advanced stats in the game changer, that you had 3 quality at-bats.
Correct.
I think a perfect example was Noah Gamboa. He had 1 at-bat in Louisiana, which was a 9-pitch at-bat. And that at-bat right there, he didn't get a hit. But that at-bat right there, gave momentum to our hitters and to our dugout, and I think that's what changed the game for us. So that goes to say that, maybe he gets 1 pitch, 1 at-bat, gets a base hit, but it didn't have the same, feel or energy because of his intent, pitch by pitch and just taking a no for an answer. This guy's not going to strike me out. So I think a lot of times that literally can change the momentum of the game just by you sacrificing an at-bat and getting that pitch count up, moving runner over, sacrifice. At the end of the day, I think the best teams, and you guys are sports guys and you follow these teams, championship teams, and you can't have enough. There's a lot of guys in those teams that sacrifice, for the team as long as they win. So again, that's what it's about. I don't require these guys to go 3 for 3. I know how hard the game is. But control what you can control, which is your intent and
Effort.
And the effort. Simple as that. Your attitude. I mean, I don't think it's that hard. If you focus on those 3 things, I think everything else will take care of itself.
Coach, what would it mean to you, the program, the school, the community, to come home Tuesday with a state championship?
I mean, it'll mean everything. Obviously you guys have been around here for a while, and you guys have seen from when we started back there, literally in a dirt field. And even before that, it was in the back of True North and about, 30
Orange
yards.
socks and shirts every day.
Exactly, and then even before that, we got 30 yards of turf, okay, that you can do infield drills, outfield drills.
Batting cage in school.
Correct, so it will mean the world, man, honestly, just because I think, like literally the saying that we talked about is taking the village, what I'm saying? Everybody here, from parents to the community, have done their part, so this state championship was not just for the team, but it's for the community, for our program, our parents, the administration. It's endless, So I think it will be huge for all of us, for sure.
Titans fans, you heard head coach Adrian Nieto. Coach, thank you for joining us.
Appreciate it.
Can't wait to jump on the bus with you guys and head out west and play the last 2 games and bring that title home.
Let's go. Let's do it.
That was head coach Adrian Nieto. We'll be right back shortly.
Before we continue today's state tournament special, we want to take a moment to recognize the incredible businesses and community partners who continue to support True North Baseball, our student athletes, and everything we do here on True North Baseball Live. These are the people and organizations investing into our players, our families, our school community, and helping make this unforgettable postseason run possible. A special thank you to CTG Sports Apparel, proudly outfitting athletes, teams, and organizations with custom apparel designed with pride, passion, and professionalism. From uniforms and spirit wear to custom branding and team gear, CTG Sports Apparel continues helping programs look and feel their best every single day. And finally, thank you to Guaranteed Rate Affinity, Danny Martinez, for helping families navigate one of the most important decisions of their lives with professionalism, honesty, and care. Danny Martinez and Guaranteed Rate Affinity continue serving our community with integrity and commitment to every single day. We are proud to partner with each and every one of these incredible businesses and organizations. Their support allows us to continue showcasing our student athletes, promoting high school baseball, and bringing True North Baseball Live to our community all season long. From everyone here at True North Baseball Live and Titan Baseball, thank you for believing in our players. Thank you for supporting our program. And thank you for being part of this historic journey to the state semifinals in Fort Myers.
Welcome back to True North Baseball Live State Tournament Special as we continue our coverage leading up to the FHSAA Class 2A State Semifinals in Fort Myers, Florida. You know, Javi, when people look at a successful baseball program, they usually focus on the players, the big hits, the strikeouts, the celebrations after wins. But behind every championship caliber team is a coaching staff that sets the culture, builds the identity, and keeps the players believing throughout the entire journey.
Chad, I couldn't agree with you more. This True North coaching staff has done exactly that all season long, from preparing this team for one of the toughest schedules in South Florida to keeping this group focused during the postseason, to building a clubhouse culture centered around toughness, accountability, and family. This staff has helped guide the Titans to a 21-7 record this season and now a spot in the Final Four of Class 2A baseball. Over the next few segments, we're going to take you inside the minds of the coaches helping lead this historic run as we sit down with head coach Adrian Nieto, pitching coach Michael Tejeda, bench coach Mike Balsera, and first base coach Mikey Ojeda. And we begin with the man right here, our bench coach, the man that puts it all together, the brains behind the coaches, the team, the culture, Mike Balsera. Welcome to the hot seat.
Thank you, Javi. Appreciate that. Appreciate you both.
Mike,
Thank you.
welcome joining us. Coach, every great team needs someone helping manage the emotional flow of the game. What's your role inside this dugout during the big moments, game after game?
So that's exactly it. It's just the mental approach to this game. As you know, if you played this game, it's so much of your mental approach, what you're thinking, making sure your mistakes are not repeated. So mine is just studying body language, watching how they're reacting, making sure their minds are right. If they come back to the dugout after a bad instance, a bad at-bat, a bad strikeout, just, again, making sure that they're thinking, about that at-bat, what happened, what can they do next time up, and then washing it and then focusing on the next play. Such an important part of this game, and I think these kids have really bought into that. Throughout the year, it's gone from me seeking them to them now seeking me many times and saying, hey, coach, what do you think about this? What did you see here? It's really nice to see that maturity, to see their growth throughout the year.
Coach, what has impressed you the most about the maturity, leadership of this group during this incredible playoff run?
It seems like, and if you've been following them all year long, it seems like it's been crescendoing to this exact playoff run. Crescendoing.
Oh, it's very good.
Yeah, I saw it. The music background. So it's been building up, to this playoff run. And it's, when you see it in practice, when you see the attention to detail, and now they're taking that into the games, which is what I love to see. It's not, we see the scoreboard and we're impressed with these double-digit hits and these double-digit runs, but what impresses me the most is the at-bats, the competitive nature, what they're doing, having a mindset, having an approach, and I think that's what's made the big difference for this team, for as far as maturity and leadership and what you're seeing inside that box and on the field as well.
Coach, people see the games, but they don't always see the work behind the scenes. What has practice intensity been like heading to the Final Four?
I think if you're around this program, the practice intensity is here all year round, and I think that's what makes it special. And that's why you have a confident group here, because really things haven't changed as far as intensity. We're running the same types of practices. We're speaking the same language. We're not making things bigger than what they are. At the end of the day, they're playing a baseball game on Monday. It's just at a different location. So I think that's what makes this this group very confident, is that we're maintaining a certain level of expectation and intensity day to day out here at practice.
We actually think that the group looks even looser now at this point in the season. And how do you guys as coaches maintain that balance, especially during this crucial part heading to a state semifinal?
I think it goes back to that last question, is just maintaining the intensity, not changing what we've done, not changing what got us here, knowing who we are. Each player, and I think that Coach Nieto does a great job of that, just establishing what everyone's role is. Everyone has a role here. They have to know their game, and they have to execute their game. And I think that's extremely important. So again, it's just for us, and we talked about it as a coaching staff, it's just making sure we don't make the moment bigger than what it is. We all know what's at stake. We all know how important this is. We all know how historic this is, but we don't need to exacerbate that or, continue to drive that into the kids. They know as well. Let's just continue to maintain a certain level of balance and of what we've been doing, because it's what got us here so far.
Coach, before we let you go, you've been a big part of this program since day one. When I say day one, it's been 5 years of this program, young program. Obviously, they're making it to the Final Four in the state of Florida in the Class 2A. If someone asked you to describe this ball club, True North Baseball, in one sentence, what would you say?
I think this program, this ball club, is built around hard work. So if you were to describe or tell me what makes it successful, this program is successful because of the work that's put in here 6 days a week. And it's like that, whether it's the spring season, whether it's a summer league, whatever it is, just this team knows that when they get on this field, they're going to work hard. And that yields great results always in anything you do in life, but especially on the baseball field.
Absolutely. True North Baseball, Coach Mike Balsero, thank you for being here with us.
Thank you
we
both.
Appreciate it.
You guys both.
We look to see you.
Looking forward to Fort Myers.
Absolutely. We'll see you Monday at 1 p.m. at Hammond Field. We'll be right back after a short break.
Before we continue today's state tournament special, we want to take a moment to recognize the incredible businesses and community partners who continue to support True North Baseball, our student athletes, and everything we do here on True North Baseball Live. These are the people and organizations investing into our players, our families, our school community, and helping make this unforgettable postseason run possible. To Zoo Miami, one of the crown jewels of South Florida, and a place where countless families create lifelong memories. Zoo Miami continues inspiring and educating our community while providing unforgettable experiences for visitors of all ages. Thank you for supporting youth athletics and our Titan family. A special thank you to European Collision for their commitment to professionalism, quality service, and taking care of families throughout our community. Their reputation for excellence and attention to detail continues making them a trusted name when people need dependable collision repair and automotive care. We are proud to partner with each and every one of these incredible businesses and organizations. Their support allows us to continue showcasing our student athletes, promoting high school baseball, and bringing True North Baseball Live to our community all season long. From everyone here at True North Baseball Live and Titan Baseball, thank you for believing in our players. Thank you for supporting our program, and thank you for being part of this historic journey to the state semifinals in Fort Myers.
Welcome back to True North Baseball Live. Javi, we got the first base coach, Mikey Ojeda, with us live right now. We're live here at Jose Milton Field, the pregame show for the state Final Four, True North Titans versus Berkeley. Coach, from the first base box.
Great to be here with you guys.
From the first base box, you get a unique perspective on the energy and confidence of this team. What have you noticed during this playoff run, if there's any difference between the playoff run with the regular season?
I want to say it actually probably started right after maybe spring break. Just the swings were different. Guys stopped reaching for balls, and from first you could see it clearly. You have perfect angle of them staying back on the back leg, and it just the main thing was just the swings changed. And they locked in. They locked in all the way through.
Absolutely. Coach, the Titans have been extremely aggressive on the base path all season. How important has base running been to this team's identity?
Base running for us is huge. We've been known in the past to have some dumb mistakes on the bases. So we still had a few this year, but playoffs, we've
Limited.
limited
It's
them completely.
been very, very
completely.
limited. Absolutely, yes.
Yeah. So, I just think the guys have been a little more patient. We've worked on it a little bit more, not taking as many chances, just chances when we need to.
Absolutely, yep.
Coach, how special has it been watching these players grow from the beginning of the season to now playing the state finals, semifinals, especially Monday, 1 o'clock? What can you tell the viewers at home of how special this season, how these players have grown throughout the season?
I mean, we always knew this team was going to be special just because of the bond they've had. There's 5 guys that have been together since 8th grade, and so they've played a lot of baseball together. And I mean, so they've always been a special group for me personally, my son being one of them. So they've grown together and just tight. And throughout the season, you've just seen different ones taking different roles as leaders on different games and follow me type thing. So they've grown.
What has the atmosphere been like this week at practice, knowing that this team, the guys are aware that they are 2 wins away from doing something that's never been done at this school, obviously, and something as big as winning a state championship?
I mean, I think it's not even only on the field. It's just all day, every day. I mean, again, like I said, me having my son on the team, it's wake up. And I don't think my wife's ever talked so much about baseball in her life, and she's been in it her whole life. So it's just been, we're 2 wins away. We're 2 wins away.
It's a great time for Titan baseball as well as for, the families, the players. So what makes this Titan team dangerous against anybody left in the state tournament?
I think fundamentally we are so solid all around. We have tremendous lineup, speed all over. Defense, our pitching. I mean, our outfield is ball in the ears and out. Our pitching. I mean, Will hasn't allowed a walk in 3 games. That's just, we've gotten hot at the right time.
I mean, everybody's locked in, and
Locked
from what
in.
we've seen, from our viewpoint, that's all we've seen the last 6-7 games. And actually, like you previously said, since spring break, it's been
Different ball club.
totally different.
Yep, it definitely has, man. It definitely has. I'm enjoying the ride, man. I'm enjoying the ride. It's been a little bit emotional and for me this year.
Imagine.
There's been a couple games that have been tough.
We're definitely all enjoying this ride. The job's not done yet. We still got 2 more games left, and we're looking forward to seeing not only you on Monday, but this ball club compete 2 more times in this season, and obviously bring in that championship back to True North.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely.
Titans fans, that's the first base coach, Mikey Ojeda. Mikey, thank you for joining us.
Hey, great
And
to
I
be
can't
here
wait
with
to
you
jump
guys.
on that bus with
Good
you guys
luck, buddy.
and head out west to Hammond Field. And we'll see him as well as this ball club on Monday at 1 p.m. Thank you.
Be there.
Before we continue today's state tournament special, we want to take a moment to recognize the incredible businesses and community partners who continue to support True North Baseball, our student athletes, and everything we do here on True North Baseball Live. These are the people and organizations investing into our players, our families, our school community, and helping make this unforgettable postseason possible. A tremendous thank you to Florida MyTech Roofing for keeping homes and businesses protected with expert craftsmanship, dependable service, and a professionalism throughout South Florida. Your support of youth athletics and community programs continues making a difference. Lilo Tool Rental, thank you for helping contractors, businesses, and families bring projects to life with dependable equipment and outstanding customer support. Your partnership with Titan Baseball is greatly appreciated. We are proud to partner with each and every one of these incredible businesses and organizations. Their support allows us to continue showcasing our student athletes, promoting high school baseball, and bringing True North Baseball Live to our community all season long. From everyone here at True North Baseball Live and Titan Baseball, thank you for believing in our players, thank you for supporting our program, and thank you for being part of this historic journey to the state semifinals in Fort Myers.
Welcome back to True North Baseball Live. Titans fans, we got Michael Tejeda, the pitching coach, also 2003 World Series champions with your Florida Marlins. Michael, thank you for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
Welcome, Mike.
Thank you. Thank you.
Coach, the pitching staff has been outstanding throughout the postseason. What's been the biggest key to their success?
I think the biggest key was, it started 3-4 months ago when we started working, and the boys did an unbelievable job putting the work together. Everything that they were doing was with intention and purpose, and that's what we tried to build with these guys here, and they executed to the key. Every work, every drill, and the throwing program, everything was with intention, like I said, and purpose. And now we're seeing the success. But it's not just because the playoff is a work they started, like I said, 3-4 months ago.
Coach, in playoff baseball, the mental side becomes huge. How do you help pitchers stay calm during those high-pressure situations?
Well, it's just being able to and understand control what you can control. Sometimes they, you're gonna get hit. They're gonna get hit home runs, hits. They're gonna make an error behind you. But that's part of the game. You gotta understand that that's part of the game. Sometimes things not going to be the way you want to, but it doesn't matter. You have to keep your composure. You cannot show your emotions. You got to stay under control and just think about the next pitch, executing the next pitch and the next pitch. If you give up one run, don't give up two. You give up two, don't give up three. And that's the mentality that we teaching these boys here, and they're doing a great job about that.
It's working.
Coach, this staff seems to attack hitters aggressively instead of pitching scared. Is that part of the philosophy you preach, or talk to the fans at home about the philosophy you're presenting these pitchers?
Yeah, that's what we're trying to do here. It's just we talk about 3 pitches or less per hitter. Okay, that gives them the mentality of I'm going to attack. I'm not going to give them any leverage to those hitters. When you're on the mound, you own that home plate. That wide is yours. Don't let those hitters feel comfortable in the plate, and that's the mentality. But at the end of the day, it's about being aggressive with all your pitches and stay ahead in counts. I think if you do that, you're gonna have a lot of chances to be successful, and that's what they've been doing. They've been doing an unbelievable job on attacking hitters and just staying not just staying ahead, but not just getting ahead, but staying ahead and being able to finish hitters.
Coach, how much pride do you take in the development of these pitchers? And not only here at the varsity level, but, we've been seeing you for years now, working with the guys from the JV, the freshman team, just everybody. It's pretty much you've taken all the pitchers, put them under your wing, and you've really been a mentor for all of them.
It's it's like you say, Javi. We want to build here a great culture. And you got to start from the bottom, okay? You cannot develop kids now in 11th, 12th grade. You got to start from 8th, 9th grade. Just build that solid foundation. So when they get to the varsity team, now they still, of course, have to develop, but now they got that that solid foundation and start from the bottom. We take time, in this program. Coach Neto has done an unbelievable job, working with, starting from the freshman team to the JV team to the varsity team. We can see that he lives here in the field. He put the time, he put the hours here, and we all fit from that, and we're just here to help the kids and develop.
Mikey, before we let you go, when you guys, the coaching staff, evaluates Berkeley Prep's offensive stats, right? What challenge do they present to this tight end pitching staff?
Okay, I mean, we've been talking, and we have Will Foss, which he's going to start the game. He has done we all know he has done an unbelievable job, and for me, his mentality has to stay the same. You shouldn't change anything. Everything is working for you right now. So the mentality is keep with the same mentality. Attack hitters, try to get ahead, use that sinker, mix your pitchers. But the most important thing is when he he keeps that tempo and he stay on top of the hitters. We all seen it. He has done an unbelievable job on getting hitters out.
All right, Titans fans, that's the pitching coach, Michael Tejeda. Michael, can't wait to jump on the bus with you guys and head out west and bring that championship back home to True North.
Let's bring that trophy back home here to True North.
Titans fans, Michael Tejeda, thank you for joining us. We'll be back shortly. Thank you.
Before we continue today's state tournament special, we want to take a moment and recognize the incredible businesses and community partners who continue to support True North Baseball, our student athletes, and everything we do here on True North Baseball Live. These are the people and organizations investing into our players, our families, our school community, and helping make this unforgettable postseason run possible. Time Up Fumigation. Thank you for protecting homes and businesses across South Florida with reliable, professional service people can trust. Your commitment to customer care and community support means a great deal to our program. We also want to recognize Enme Enterprises, a company built on hard work, discipline, and consistency. Values that perfectly align with what Titan Baseball is all about. Thank you for your believing in our student athletes and helping support this special season. We are proud to partner with each and every one of these incredible businesses and organizations. Their support allows us to continue showcasing our student athletes, promoting high school baseball, and bringing True North Baseball Live to our community all season long. From everyone here at True North Baseball Live and Titan Baseball, thank you for believing in our players, thank you for supporting our program, and thank you for being part of this historic journey to the state semifinals in Fort Myers.
Welcome back to True North Baseball Live. We got the senior center fielder, the man with the green shoes, and Javi, not only with the green shoes, right? But we got purple hair.
Purple and gray.
Cash Ojeda, thank you for joining us.
Nice to be here.
Cash, state semifinal baseball in Fort Myers. What goes through your mind hearing those words?
I think we've been due. I think this has been a long time coming, and I think we're meant to be here.
Cash, this team is extremely close. You know, you guys hang out together, do a lot of things together every time, you know, you go out at school. We always see, you know, all of you hanging out together. How much has that chemistry mattered, right, during this playoff run, and especially on the 10 game win streak that you guys are on?
Yeah, Javi, I think it's actually one of the most untalked about things. It's so important. Before the season even started, I saw before, like in the fall, that we're all going to play pickleball together, and it's just like I've never felt like that with a team on True North. So I think it's one of the most important things we've had.
Cash, what has been the message from the coaching staff heading into the biggest game of school program history?
I think it's just been player identity, play our ball. We've done it all year long, and we've done it the best we can. And I think if we do it, it's a good. We have a good chance.
Cash, the Titans have played with a lot of emotion and toughness lately. Where does that mentality for the team come from, and even the coaches? I mean, it's like the team has just clicked in, and everybody's pretty much on the same page.
Yeah, I think it's actually been not the underdog role, but I think in our back of our heads that we've gotten overlooked so many times that it's just like, let's go prove it to everybody what we are. And I think it's just really come out in the last few games of let's go show everybody who we are. We've been on the map, like people say, but we've never really been on the map. Like everyone could go know whose we are. And I think finally we're being able to do it.
Cash, before we let you go, if you had to describe this 2026 True North baseball team in one word, what would it be and why?
I would say a family. I think I mentioned it earlier, but this team is so united.
Locked in?
Yeah, even locked in, but more family oriented. Like we all play for each other, we root for each other. No one complains about a little thing going on. If they don't play this game, they don't play that game. It's everyone's rooting for each other. Everyone has the same goal in mind.
And the ultimate goal is?
To win a state championship.
Attaboy. Titans fans, that's a center fielder, Cash Ojeda. Cash, we can't wait to jump on that bus with you and head out west.
Yes, sir. Let's go do it.
See you
We'll
Monday.
be ready Monday, 1 p.m.
Yes, sir.
Titans fans, once again, Cash Ojeda. We'll take a short break and we'll be right back. Welcome back to our True North Baseball Live State Tournament Special as the Titans continue preparing for the biggest week in program history. Next stop is Hammond Stadium in Fort Myers, Javi. The lights get brighter, the pressure gets bigger, but this group continues to play with confidence, energy, and belief. Now let's welcome one of the leaders of the True North Titans, Jaden Cedeno. Welcome back to True North Baseball Live. As we mentioned, we got the left fielder, the junior, Jaden Cedeno with us, Javi. Jaden has been one of the offensive sparks for this ball club all year long, leading the team in hits, doubles, triples, and stolen bases, while hitting over an impressive 440, Javi. Jaden, welcome to the pregame show.
Thank you, thank you.
You've been setting the tone all season long, batting second, your speed and energy. What has been the mindset at the top of the lineup during this playoff run?
I mean, you know, the mindset never changes. I'm second batter. I love being second batter. The guy in front of me, I know Cash Ojeda is going to get on base. The guy behind me is a powerhouse, Evan Alexander. He's going to get on base. So, you know, my job is to steal as many bases, advance as much as I can, and get on, you know, and battle all the way through.
This team seems incredibly loose but focused at the same time. What makes the chemistry in this dugout so special?
I mean, the practices, everything, we're just so tight. Everyone's super close. We all share, you know, our opinions with each other. The way we practice together, it's, you know, we're loose, but again, like it says, is we're focused.
Javi, I was talking to head coach Adrian Nieto yesterday in practice, and he was showing me the stats, Jaden's stats in particular, for this postseason lead, starting from the ACC, from Archbishop Coleman Carroll to now. And this gentleman right here is hitting an impressive well over 700 in that time span. And Jaden, tell us, how do you feel once you get into that batter's box? Like you're seeing the ball, like people say, as big as a watermelon.
Yeah.
How good does that make you feel going in there knowing that more chance than not you're gonna get a base hit?
Yeah, it makes me feel amazing. You know, the confidence boost, it's amazing. You know, like I said, we have a powerhouse of a lineup, so my job is just to get on and do my role, play my role.
When you step onto the field in the state semifinal, how do you balance enjoying the moment while still treating it like another game?
Like I said, you know, block out the noise. At the end of the day, it's just a game, but you know, towards the end, you have a goal. Our goal is to win state championship. You know, it's always been my dream to bring that home to a team, and yeah, that's the job.
If someone hasn't seen this ball club, right? What's the identity of this team? Like, what do you think people would see with this ball club? What can you tell the fans? What's the identity of this ball club?
It's a brotherhood. You never see anyone on one side of the dugout. Everyone's super close, you know, cheering for our teammates, for our hitters, for our defenders, for our pitchers, for everyone.
What will you remember, before we let you go, what will you remember if you guys win the next two ball games? Bringing that state championship back to True North, back to the fans. Like, what will be the ultimate memorable that you have?
Holding that trophy, definitely holding that trophy with my boys, and having that case, that trophy up in that case in the True North gym. It's always been a dream, so we're ready to take that home.
And obviously the ring, right?
Of course.
All right, Titans fans, that is Jaden Cedeno, the left fielder. You will see him live in Hammond Stadium next Monday.
Thank you.
1 o'clock.
Thank you.
Good luck, Jaden. Welcome back to True North Baseball Live. Now joining us is another important piece of this Titans lineup. It's a player who brings out toughness, energy, and a team-first mentality every single day. We got the captain, the shortstop, Matias Fisher. Mati, thank you for joining us.
Welcome, Mati.
Matias, this team seems to thrive in big moments. What gives this group so much confidence during this postseason?
I feel just the confidence we have, the preparation we have. We've worked really hard since fall, and I think that it's been carrying on the whole year.
What has the energy been like this week, knowing that you guys are headed to the Final Four?
It's all like it's happy, you know. Like we're all happy. We're playing with, we're practicing with energy. We're doing things right, and then we're working hard.
Every championship team needs players willing to do the little things. How important has unselfish baseball been to this team's success, especially late in the postseason?
I think that it's been really important. For example, when we get the bunts down and stuff, playing small ball, that's really something that we've worked hard on, and it's been paying off.
When you look around this team, Matias, what makes this team special beyond just talent and, you know, the big names you have and the team? What makes them special?
I feel like the bond we have and everything we do. For example, we just don't do anything baseball related together. We do outside of baseball, we do it together too, and that's something that has brought us together.
Mati, before we let you go, you're one of the 5 that's been here for 5 years, right? Started this program when you were in 8th grade. What would it mean to bring a state championship to True North, especially to you and let's say the Fab Five? How special would that be for you guys?
I mean, it'll be great because that's something we've always dreamed of, and we always envisioned that, and that's something that we want to do and make it happen. And it'll be really special for the school to bring in, like, give something back to them for trusting us and trusting Coach Nieto.
All right, Titans fans, you heard him. It's the captain, Matias Fisher. Mati, can't wait to jump on the bus with you guys
Yes, sir.
and
Thank
head
you.
out west.
All right,
And we
man.
can't wait for
see
Monday,
you.
1 p.m.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
That's Matias Fisher. Titans fans, we'll be right back.
Joining us now is Carlos Victorero, one of the seniors of the ball club, man that does double duty here for us. Welcome to the booth, Carlos. Carlos, you contribute on both sides of the field as a pitcher and a hitter. How difficult is it to prepare mentally for both of those roles, especially in this postseason run?
I just try to separate the two, you know. I try to go inning by inning. When I'm on the mound, it's only on the mound. And when I'm at the plate, I'm only focusing on hitting because I can't do both at the same time. It's too much.
Absolutely. When playoff pressure starts building, what helps you stay calm and locked in like you've been for the past 6 weeks or so?
Just taking it one moment at a time, you know, make sure you're taking deep breaths to slow the game down, slow your heart rate down, and just, like I said, one moment at a time.
All right, this team has dominated some really good opponents lately, David. Where is the confidence level right now?
I'd say it's at an all-time high going into states, you know, winning, 8 games in a row? It's just, our confidence right now is through
10.
the roof.
Well, 10 after Monday and Tuesday.
That's right. If you could describe this playoff run in one word so far, what would it be and why?
I would say momentum, because at the start of the playoff run, we were beating teams we were scraping by, winning by 1 or 2 runs, and now towards the end, we're just smacking teams, you know, winning by 10, 12 runs. It's not even close anymore.
That's true. And the one question we'll ask you and the rest of your teammates as they come up here, what would it mean to be remembered as the team that brought True North its first big sport championship?
I think it'd be amazing. You know, it's only my first year here, but winning a state title in my first year it'd be a moment you remember for the rest of your life.
Absolutely. Carlos, we want to thank you. We want to wish you a ton of luck the next 2 ball games and in the future.
Thank you,
luck.
guys.
Good luck, Carlos. That was Carlos Victorero here at True North Baseball Live. We'll be back. Welcome back to True North Baseball Live. We got the senior Alex Diaz. Alex,
Welcome, Alex.
thank you for joining us.
Thank you, Chad. Thank you, Javi.
Titans fans, we got a big piece of this pitching staff, the senior Alex Diaz, as I just mentioned. Alex, throughout this season, this team has continued to answer every challenge. What do you think has been the biggest reason for that?
Well, Chad, I truly see a nice connection between the players today, this season. I truly feel like we're more like a family than we ever have been. We're stronger than ever, and that's not because like we might have better players this year, or we may be playing baseball better. I feel like it's just we're buying into the system and we're trusting each other. We're trusting Nieto and we're trusting the program.
The atmosphere around this team, the community, the fans has been unbelievable. Yeah. Have you taken a moment to appreciate how special it has been, especially your senior year, your last go round at it?
Yeah, I mean, this run we're going on right now, I think we're 10 wins straight. I think we went from 11-7, now we're 21-7. I think after every win, you know, it's exciting, but we have stuff to look forward to. So I try to leave that to the side, and once we get the job done, that's when we really appreciate it.
Alex, what's something fans may not realize about this team and the work this team puts in behind the scenes? What can you tell the fans at home about this team? What makes it so special?
Well, I mean, we just do the little things right, you know. It's people just think that baseball is just hitting home runs and throwing 102, you know, by batters, but there's a lot that goes into this game, you know. Nieto likes to work on the bunts and
small ball.
Yeah, small ball and stealing bags and doing those things right. Those things right allow for the big hits to come in and the big pitching to come in, and it gives everybody confidence, and we trust each other. And same thing as I said earlier, you know, trusting each other.
Alex, when the playoff pressure comes in and starts building during a game, what helps you stay locked in mentally? And not only the trash talking you do, just really think about what does help you mentally stay locked in.
Well, you know, that's a tough question, you know. I mean, I trust my team, so I just try to throw the ball over the plate and let my defense work. So having guys that have my back on the field, it helps a lot, and it helps me mentally. Because if I didn't have those guys behind me, it'll be a lot tougher to be pitching up there.
It definitely makes your job a lot easier.
Yeah.
Alex,
100%.
before we let you go, what would you say has been the defining moment of this season so far?
That's a tough question. I feel like figuring out where everyone stands and like figuring out your position on this team, I feel like that's something we've had to figure out for a long time in this program, not just this year, but years before. You know, I guess this year it finally clicked for us, and we have guys that aren't selfish and they know their spot and they know their role on the team. You know, they're not complaining about the role they have, and instead they're fitting in just like a puzzle piece, and it's working together nicely.
All right, Titans fans, that's the pitcher, Alex Diaz, the senior. Alex, can't wait to join you guys in the bus and head out west. And,
Thank you.
Can't wait for Monday, 1 p.m. Can't come
wait.
any closer.
Can't
All right?
wait. Yep.
That was Alex Diaz, guys. We'll take a short break, and we'll be right back.
Thank you.
Welcome back to True North Baseball Live. We got the senior first baseman, Mikey Cuenca, with us, Javi. Mikey, thank you for joining us.
Thank you. Thank you guys for inviting
Mikey
me.
has been one of the most consistent hitters this season and has quietly produced in big moments throughout the year. Mikey, this team has won in a lot of different ways this year. What do you think makes this group so dangerous in this point of the season?
You know, I think 1 through 9 we're very flexible. Like, we have Cash that can lay down a bunt right after him. We have Jaden Cedeno can hit a bomb. Evan can do everything. Everybody can do everything. Very flexible lineup all around.
You've had several key performances this season. Is there one game or moment that gave this team confidence that it can make a deep run?
I think midway to the end of the season against Doral with that walk-off hit by Evan Alexander really pushed some momentum and really pushed the momentum forward leading into the playoffs.
What's the atmosphere been like at practice this week, knowing you're 2 wins away from a state championship?
You know, I think the atmosphere is just overloading chemistry. I think there's so much chemistry with these kids, these boys, and I really wouldn't do it with anybody else.
What's something people outside the program may not realize about this team?
Again, with the chemistry, I think nobody really sees what goes on like behind closed doors. I think that everybody sees us as just a high-performing team, but really we're just so much chemistry on this team.
And like we asked your other teammates, what would it be to remember this ball club bringing the first state championship to True North? I
think I'd remember it for the rest of my life. It would be very special to me, especially special to me, you know, being one of the OG 5. Like, we've been trying to do this for 5 years now. We haven't been lucky enough to do it, but this could be the year.
Save the best for last,
without a
right?
doubt.
But, yeah.
And here we got Mikey Cuenca, not one of the most consistent and incredible numbers. The last 2 years, records broken as far as average from his junior year to his senior year, what he's been able to do offensively. And I tell you what, Mikey, since we made that switch, actually Coach made that switch, moving you from third to first, and just everything came together for the team. And I think ever since then, you guys have been an incredible run, and this is where it's taken us so far.
Yes,
Absolutely. All right, Titans fans, that was Mikey Cuenca, the senior first baseman for this ball club. Mikey, thank you for stopping by with us, and good luck on Monday, all right?
Thank you.
And Tuesday as well.
Yes.
All right, Titan fans, welcome back. And here in the show now, we have team captain, star pitcher, senior Will Foss. Welcome
Thank you.
to
Thanks
the
for having
box,
me.
Will.
Thank you.
Welcome, Will.
Will has been one of the Titans' top arms in the last 2 years, lowest ERA on staff as well. Will, as a pitcher, do you embrace pressure of playoff baseball more than regular season games?
Yeah, I mean, this is it, right? Last high school start ever on Monday, so fans are going to show up. You got a fan bus coming, and I'm ready to go. We're pumped.
You mean to tell us if we go to a championship game, extra innings, we need that extra inning coming out of you?
I got it.
You got it. All right.
I can do it.
What's the key to this staff's success during the postseason, especially?
It's just everyone's got to be ready, all hands on deck. Everyone's got to be hot, got to be ready to play, and just keep going at it. Everyone's got to be ready.
How important has the defense and team chemistry has been for this playoff run?
It's been amazing. They've been shut down. Like, I've been able to just attack, and I'm let them put the ball in play. I know my defense is going to make plays. I know they're going to get the job done, and that's helped a lot.
Will, when you look around this roster, what makes this group capable of winning a state championship and bringing that home?
I mean, everything. I mean, 1 through 9, our pitching staff, our coaching staff. I mean, we have all the confidence in the world, and we've proven it all season long. So everything.
And what we've asked all the guys that have been up here, what would it mean to be remembered as a team that brought True North that first baseball state championship?
It would mean the world. I mean, been here for 5 years, and I'm blessed to have the opportunity to play in a state championship, and it would mean the world to me. It would.
All right, Titan fans, here you heard it from team captain, ace of the staff, Will Foss. Thank you, Will.
Well, thank you
Thanks
for
for
joining
having me.
us.
Thank
We'll
you.
see you on Monday. Welcome back to True North Baseball Live. We got the sophomore catcher, the man behind the plate, Evan Alexander. Evan, thank you for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
Evan, this has been one of the team's leaders in hits and RBIs, and also has been perfect defensively behind the plate. Evan, as a leader, the catcher, you see the entire game unfold in front of you. What has stood out most about this pitching staff during this postseason?
Everyone's staying aggressive, not afraid to go in on hitters, not afraid to go out. They trust me, so I trust them with anything that I call.
You've delivered some huge offensive moments this season. Do you enjoy hitting more with runners on base or pressure situations?
I just enjoy hitting, period, If I have to come up clutch, I'll make sure I'll do whatever it takes to get the job done.
If you drop a bunt, you drop a bunt.
Drop a bunt, been working on that.
How much pride do you take in handling the pitching staff and controlling the tempo of the game?
A lot of it, especially that I have, best pitchers in Dade right here. Have Will Foss, Alex Diaz, Carlos, everyone here, Sean. Just some dogs, and I trust them with everything, so yeah.
And I guess we've asked your other teammates, what would it be to be remembered as the first major sports program in True North baseball history to bring the first state championship to the school?
It would mean everything, honestly. It was my first year playing starter, and it would mean a lot.
All right, Titans fans, that's the catcher, Evan Alexander. Evan, thank you for joining us,
Thank you
and
for
good
having
luck
me.
on Monday.
Thank you.
Welcome back to True North Baseball Live. We're back with head coach Adrian Nieto. Coach, we're going to play a little game, a little rapid fire. We're going to give you a player's name, and all you got to do is describe them in one word.
One word answer. That's all we want.
You ready? First one, top of the order, center fielder, Cash Ojeda. The Grinch?
Oh, you can call him the shoes, the Grinch, yeah. Sparky, too.
Sparky?
Sparky.
The spark
all right.
plug.
Junior Noah Gamboa.
Oof, no Gamboa. Mr. MLB The Show.
Mr. MLB The Show. Let's go with the sophomore, Robbie Harris.
Oh, that's track star right there.
Track star.
Ernie Velasco.
Mr. Hialeah.
Hey, he's your twin then.
Yes, he is. H-Town.
Let's go with the catcher, the sophomore, Evan Alexander.
The unicorn.
The unicorn. I like that.
Noel Ferro.
Noel Ferro. Mr. Smooth. Because everything he does is just he tries to be quiet, smooth with the talking.
Mr. Utility, Aiden Santana.
I mean, you said it right there, Mr. Utility. He can wear a lot of hats.
All right, another senior, Lucas Oliverdes.
That's Mr. Titan right there.
Mr. Titan. How about Yankee Bacalao?
Yankee Bacalao. What can you say about Yankee? He could be another utility guy there.
Yes, he can.
He thinks he can play basketball and shoot. He's terrible.
He's 5'2".
Yeah. Well, yeah, he's confused.
Pitcher Michael Gomez.
Oh, Mr. Energy right there. That guy right there. Heart and soul of the team right there, especially in the dugout.
How about the guy with the Smurf shoes, Jaden Cedeno?
Oof. How you go, Jaden? That's that hitterish. There you go, hitterish.
Hitterish. Okay.
Shortstop, Matias Fisher.
I think he's a freak, man. Athlete.
The captain.
Yes. Catfish.
How about the southpaw, the left-hander, Sean Otero?
Game 7.
Mikey Cuenca.
Oh, Mr. Reliable.
How about Luis Gonzalez?
Elemental.
Elemental.
Alex Diaz.
Ooh.
Talk about a spark plug.
Yes. Mr. Energy there, but I mean, NRG, you can call him if you want to call him that.
How about Mr. Shohei Ohtani, Carlos Victorero?
There, you said it. The Cuban Shohei Ohtani.
Cuban Shohei. Okay.
Max Boyer.
Oh, Maximus.
How about the third baseman, Danilo Bosano?
That guy right there. You can say Mr. Ivy League there. Oh, he's Prez.
Prez.
Yeah, president of the student body next year.
Kevin Suarez.
Kevin Suarez, the Cuban missile right there. Yes.
Justin Travieso.
Oof, Justin. That guy's a workaholic right there.
How about, we already said the Prez. How about Vice Prez, Kian Espinosa?
There you go. That ground screw master right there. Have you seen our mound?
I have. He's perfected that.
Mr. Miyagi.
William Foss.
Oh, big country right there.
How about Alejandro Soler?
I mean, that's should be a future ace there.
But it remains to be seen.
Remains to be seen. See how hard he works.
And last but not least, Javi.
Lucas Martinez.
Oh, Conor McGregor. Yeah, Conor McGregor.
All right, Titans fans, that was head coach. A little rapid fire. Let's get a little bit of fun into this. Coach, once again, can't wait to see you on Monday, 1 p.m., and as well as Tuesday, 4 p.m. for the state final.
See you guys there.
And bring the championship back home.
Yes, sir. Let's get
All right, Titans fans, that's it for the pregame show. Thank you for joining us, and we'll see you guys live at 1 p.m. on Monday in Hammond Field in Fort Myers, Florida. For Javier Perez, David Garcia pressing all the right buttons, I'm Chad Horta, and we'll see you guys live on Monday at 1 p.m. Have a good day.